Hey guys, it's Shiloh and welcome back to my living room. Today I'm going to do my first and last book haul of 2024 because I haven't been really updating too much on YouTube, but 2025 I want to change that. So let's get into it. I have a few stacks. 5 stacks of books that I have accumulated since October. They were gifts or pre-orders or I purchased them. There's a cat here, so if you see me moving, I'm petting a cat. The first ones that I'm going to start with are these. I got the Barnes & Noble editions. I haven't read these yet. Somebody told me that in order to read her other books, Throne of Secrets and the other one, that you should read these ones first, so I went ahead and got them. Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I have not read this. I haven't read any of these yet. I know the third one's coming out this year, so I have the second one. I wanted to get the first one, so that way when the third one comes out, I'll have them. Foxglove King. This one is the Fairy Loot edition. I don't have the matching first two, but maybe one day I will. This was a book club pick. I didn't read it because we had to put my cat to sleep, so I never read it. Have no idea what it's about. And this was a gift from somebody in my book club. The German House. No clue what it's about. So I'm just going to be showing my book haul. I'm not going to be really going through the synopsis or what they're about because I haven't read any of the synopsis. So you probably know more about them than I do. I got Under the Oak Tree. This was a pre-order from Amazon. I did get these two Twisted Crowns and one Dark Window. I haven't read either of these. These are the Barnes & Noble editions. Court of the Vampire Queen. Bow to Your Queen. This was a pre-order. Queen Bee, which is a prequel, I believe, to the other two. This is a Fairy Loot edition. I do have the Fairy Loot of the other two, but I have not read them. Masters of Death. This is the Bookish Box edition. I have not read it. Surprise, surprise. Mary. I've heard so many good things about this book. I really like Nat Cassidy. So hopefully I'll be making my way through his backlist this year. Housewoman. This is a book that I really want to read this year. So it might be a priority, but then again, I haven't read any of these books and I have like 250 books on my shelf that I haven't read either. So I need to get my shit together this year. Her Soul to Take. Haven't read it. Last Hour Between Worlds. This was an Illumicrate in my Illumicrate box this month, last month, I don't know. I don't keep the cards in here, but I should probably start doing that. Nothing But Blackened Teeth. I've heard mixed things about this one. Some good, some bad, some in between. Let's see. What You're Looking For is in the library. This is translated. I don't think I've read a translated book yet, but I do have quite a few on my shelves. Near the Bone. I've heard really good things about this one. I think it's like her husband is a weirdo and then some weird people come through the forest or something like that. I should really start reading synopsi on books. Knock Knock Open Wide. Another one that I've heard good things about. My cat's playing in a bag, if you hear that. So I'm looking forward to reading all of these this year. Don't know if that'll happen, but hopefully. Comfort Me with Apples. This should be a quick read. It's a short one. 101 pages. I haven't heard anything bad about this book, so this one should be a good quick one to read. If He Had Been With Me, I know that there's a second one, If I Had Been With Her or something like that, but from my understanding it's the exact same as this book, just told from his side, so uninterested in that one. Butcher and Blackbird, I've heard mixed things. Haven't read it, but I do have this one and the second one, and I know the third one's coming out. I am excited to read this one. I don't really know. Is it dark romance? I don't really know if I'm a dark romance girly, but we shall find out. I got Legends and Lattes. Again, haven't read it. I know all of these books came out 27 years ago, and I'm very behind on my reading. So I think I only read like 37 books this year, but to be fair, I am just now, well, last year I started getting back into reading after taking like a 10-year hiatus. So I've just been stocking up and then not reading anything. Good luck. Ring Shout, another short book, should be quick. Heard it was really good. It's like a fantasy monster book. I think the KKK are monsters. Well, not that they're not monsters in real life, but in this book they're like monsters. North is the Night. This was a pre-order, and recently I haven't heard great things about this one. Still planning on reading it. When, I don't know. It won't be too high of a priority though, since I haven't heard the best of things. Shatter Me. I know, surprising, I haven't read any of these books either. But I did see that there was like a new spin-off or something coming. I don't even know if this will be my type anymore. Maybe like 10 years ago, but we'll give it a try. The Courting of Bristol Keats. I have not heard good things about this one, about the writing in specific. I think I actually have 2 copies of this because I pre-ordered it, and then I have one that came in a book box, so we'll see. The Perfect Marriage. I know a lot of people don't like Geneva Rose. I haven't read any of her books yet. Surprise. But the only way to know if you like a book is to read it. So, sorry, that was my cat jumping and it scared the shit out of me. So we'll see, and I know that A Perfect Divorce is coming out this year, I believe. So I want to read that one. Here's the second copy of The Courting of Bristol Keats. This came in my Owl Crate box. This was a Christmas gift from one of my book club friends. It's another Geneva Rose, You Shouldn't Have Come Here. I haven't heard good things about this book, but I am really excited to read it. I think Geneva Rose might be an author for me, but I won't know until I actually learn how to read. This was another gift from my book club friend. This is our book club book of the month, Don't Let the Forest In. I've heard really good things about this one, and I'm really excited to read it, and I have to read it pretty quickly here. One of Us is Dead is another Christmas gift I got from a book club friend. So it seems like maybe I'll be able to test the Geneva Rose waters pretty quick here. Humma Jang Luck came in an Illuma crate box. I have no idea what it's about. I think it's about criminals. It's really pretty. I don't know if this is my style. But I will read it and we'll give it a shot. American Rapture, which I think is like a virus, a sexual virus, maybe. This person wrote, CJ Lead wrote Mayfly, so I do own that book as well. I'm really excited to read this book. The font is very small. Not excited about that. The Songbird and the Heart of Stone by Carissa Broadbent. I don't know what book number this is. I know that there's like 2 books and then a novella and then 2 more books and then like 2 more books, and that's how it's gonna go. So like a series of duologies. The Crowns of Nyaxia. Haven't read them, but I have them. Ghost Smith is a Fairy Loot edition. I do have Bone Smith, the Fairy Loot edition. I've heard really good things. These are like classified as young adult, but I think a few people have said they're more like new adult, and I've heard really, really good reviews on Bone Smith, so you can't really like a book and then not have the second one, right? Icebreaker. I know everybody was obsessed with this book forever ago and I never read it, so I bought it. The Half King. There's something on the cover. Gross. This was a pre-order. I have no idea what it's about, but we'll read it. The Will of the Many. I know a lot of people really, really liked this book last year. I'm really excited to read it. There's a map. I love books that have maps in them. I know I keep saying I'm really excited to read these books, so hopefully this year I can read all of them. The God of the Woods. I haven't read this. My friend lent it to me. It took her a long time to read it. It was slow going, she said, but she said she really liked it. I know some people liked it, some people hated it, so we'll see. Glow. I bought this because I realized this was the only one I didn't have out of the series. Again, not that I've read it, but hooked. Haven't read any of them, but I will. Hopefully this year. Hopefully this year I'll read all of these books and you'll come with me through all of them. The last one. Not a single clue what this is about. Most of the time these days I'm just buying books because people tell me that they're good books and they have pretty edges. The Scarlet Veil. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you not a single thing. Oh wait, this is the person that wrote The Serpent and the Dove series. I heard that those are really good books. I might have to pick them up if I like that one. Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I bought the first one because I figured some people really liked it, some people didn't like it. I don't want to, I know you're surprised, buy a whole series if I don't like it, so we'll get to this one. Malice. I know Becca is doing her like read along with these books and I really want to read these books, so I bought the first one. I haven't bought any of the other ones. Daughter of No Worlds. Becca, again, loved this book. I only bought the first one because who knows, and I have a big collection already that I haven't done anything with. So I'm really excited to read this one and hopefully enjoy it enough to get the rest. And then I have Powerless, Reckless, and Powerful. These are the Owl Crate editions. I've heard some things like these are kind of like, well, almost exactly like the Hunger Games and the Red Queen. But I mean, are there really any original stories anymore? This was an Owl Crate book that I got this month, The Teller of Small Fortunes. I did get a physical arc of this book. I have it on my shelf. I haven't read it yet. What have I been reading? Nothing. Spark of the Everflame. First book in the series. Heard it was super good. Haven't read it. Only bought the first one though. I only bought the first one. Rest Stop by Nat Cassidy. Heard it's pretty terrible, creepy. Really excited to read this. That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon. I don't know if this is the first or the second one. I do know that a friend gifted me the third one, and we were unaware that it was a series. So this is the first one. So I guess I need to read this, and then maybe I'll get the second one, and then I'll read the third one. And last but not least is The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea. This one I'm super excited to read. I think it's a YA book about a sea god that was sleeping, and this girl doesn't want her brother's beautiful girlfriend to sacrifice herself, so she's like, no, please, I'll do it because I'm not worthy of being here anymore, or something like that. But these are all, this is my first and last haul of 2024. I don't know how many books there are here, but hopefully I'll get to all of them this year, and you can join me for the journey. I know most of these books are old, so if you've read them, if you love them, if you hate them, if you have other books, if you have other book, what's it called? What is it called when you, if you have other book recommendations, throw them in the comments below. As you can tell, I'm a consumer at its finest. Please don't come for me. Hopefully I will read these all this year. So yeah, I hope you had a great Christmas and Happy New Year to come. Catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.